Good afternoon and welcome to Yavneh Students in Action. Today we'll be talking to Cassie. From this video, you will learn her unique abilities in art. So, what age were you interested in art?
About 8 or 9.
Did you have an experience that you just loved to do art? If so, explain your story.
Alright, here's one. When I was about 6 or 7, a friend of mine made me a scrapbook, like of all pictures we had together, really sweet, and she drew things on the cover, like balloons and teddy bears and shapes and just cute little pictures, right? Like she hand drew them, and I really liked them. I thought they were really adorable. I mean, I was like 6, but I still thought they were so cute, and I liked the drawing aspect of that. And then I kind of just kept that with me, and then I started really getting into drawing. I was about 8 or 9, I started just practicing, drawing everything I saw. That's about it.
What type of art do you do?
Sketching mostly. I use graphite pencils, charcoal pencils, and different types of paper. I don't really have much of a style. Sometimes I do a mix of something like cartoon and realism. Like I use both, so it's like a half and half. You're not really sure if it's cartoon or realistic. And sometimes it's just cartoon.
Do you have any artistic role models who you look up to, and why?
Well, yeah, I guess. My mom is an artist. She paints, and my aunt paints, and she also paints holocovers, and she has art in museums in Israel and I think Europe also. And my grandmother painted, and I've seen some of her paintings in her apartments, and art kind of runs in the family, so I have lots of role models. Most of my art is based off what she taught me, so.
What inspires your artwork?
I'll look at, I don't know, a vase, and I'll think, oh, that looks like it's Greek. And then I'll draw a Greek landscape, or a Greek goddess, or, everything inspires my art. A feeling I'm having, I just look at something and I'll be like, there's a story in that, and I'm going to draw that story.
What artworks do you have that are showing and where?
The art that I show is the art I submit to a school paper every issue. Like, here's an art piece that I submitted first time, and it won an award from the newspaper contest, I guess. And it's a cool piece, you know?
Is art just a hobby, or do you plan to continue it in college?
Well, right now it's really just a hobby, but hopefully I can take it with me to college and maybe even make some sort of career out of it if I choose to.
Would you consider using your artistic talents to become an illustrator for a book?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's something that I thought about. I think it'd be really fun to do.
Are there any programs during the summer which you will be attending to improve your skills?
Well, I might take classes, art classes. I took a painting class last summer, but programs, I don't know. I'm gonna take some classes.
Do you have a funny story which involves any of your artwork?
Several years ago, I took an art class in California, drawing class, that was the one I told you about before, at Otis, which is an art college. And I had to submit a portfolio of some art pieces, and I had to be a certain age. And I lied about my age. I said I was like 15 or something, and I was maybe 12 or 13. So I lied about my age, and nobody found out, and I got in. And then, and I got there, and I met all these people who also taking the class, you know, like 15 kids or something. And more than half of them lied about their ages. They were all like a couple of years younger than they were supposed to be. It was just really funny because the teacher just assumed we were all 15 or something. It was very funny.
And before we go, can you show us or even make us a sample of your work?
Well, here's one that I'm working on. It's really not finished, but yeah, it's almost done. I'm gonna make a whole ocean behind her, and it'll be really interesting, like surrealism kind of, because you won't, yeah. I could draw something if you want. Let's see.
That's all for today. Thank you, Cassie, for your time, and that's a wrap.